Hi, how you doing? My name's Alea, and welcome to my channel. So today is the start of my first vlog, so please don't come for me in the comments. I'm doing my best, but I'm really excited. So we got the sweatpants, we got the knockoff Cheerios. I'm ready to go, so let's do it. So I think in this vlog I'm going to be reading Everlost by Neal Shusterman. I'll put the picture over here. And Amari and the Night Brothers by Alston, which I'm really excited about. And also, I think I'm going to listen to my arc of Lost in the Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas, which just came out. I'm sure lots of people are excited about that. I'm not really sure how it's going to go, but we'll see. So let's go. I'm back with a reading update. So I finished Everlost and it was 5 stars. It was fantastic. Sorry I didn't update more. I basically binge read the whole thing in 2 days because it was super good. So it's about this girl and boy named Allie and Nick, and right at the beginning they die in a really tragic car accident. It's not a spoiler, it's in the synopsis. So they died, and instead of going to the afterlife, they kind of get stuck in this in-between limbo world called Everlost. And in this world there's a bunch of other essentially ghost children who are stuck in Everlost, and they've kind of formed these different groups. So there's one group that is led by this girl named Mary, and then there's some other groups. There's a group of all boys who kind of run almost like their own little tiny town. And then there's also this creature called the McGill that all the kids are super scared of because he runs around like killing these ghost kids, which sounds kind of weird because they're already ghosts, but they kind of sink into the earth if they don't keep moving around. And so the McGill kind of has a record for either capturing these ghost kids or pushing them into the ground. And so there's a rumor that if you get pushed into the earth, you'll just keep sinking all the way down to the center of the earth. So all the kids are really scared of that. So Nick and Allie kind of have to navigate this world of Everlost and figure out why they didn't cross over like they were supposed to, and if there's a way that they can get out of Everlost. And it's just a really fun story. It's categorized on Goodreads as young adult, but it read more like a middle grade ghost story to me. I think that because it was written in the early 2000s, it was written kind of younger versus the young adult books that are being published now seem to be written kind of for older young adults. So like nowadays it's more for like high schoolers, and this is more for like kind of 12 to 13-year-olds, because I think that the main characters are like 12 to like 14. But it was really fun. I really liked it. The characters Nick and Allie are really fun, and Mary is really interesting too. She kind of has her own agenda, I would say. And Allie and Mary don't get along, and Allie is kind of pushing against the rules of Everlost that Mary likes to stick to. And so they call her Allie the Outcast, which I think is really fun. And the McGill is really interesting. He has his own backstory as well. And I really liked the world of Everlost itself. So in Everlost there's these different locations that were kind of like famous in history, where a lot of people died, and so these certain monuments and things have kind of crossed over into this essentially like ghost world. So the Twin Towers are in this book, and the Hindenburg is in this book, and there's a famous kind of like pirate ship as well. So I thought that was really creative. I thought it was fun to see the Twin Towers in a young adult book, because I have never seen that before, which is interesting. It seems like that isn't really something that's talked about now, which is strange. I mean, we've been through a global pandemic, so I guess people are thinking about other things, but yeah, it was interesting to see something written from the early 2000s that really focused on the Twin Towers and how important that was. I thought that was cool that it got kind of memorialized in this Everlost world. So it was really cool. But I want to pick up more from Neal Shusterman. I'm just not sure what else I want to pick up by him, because this was my first book I've ever read by him and everybody loves him. But I might pick up Scythe, and I've heard that Dry is also really good. But if you have any suggestions for other books by him that I should pick up, please comment, because I'd love to hear what everybody else has liked. Because my boyfriend actually picked out Everlost at the library because he really liked it, and he was like, you gotta read this is great. And I was like, I've never even heard of that before. But everybody on Instagram was saying that they also really liked Everlost when I was asking people about it. So yeah, I think it's just a really underrated series. But I definitely want to continue on with the series because I like the characters and I want to see where it's going to go. Because the first book wrapped up pretty neat, so I'm not sure where else we're going. I think it's going to follow Mary and Nick some more. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Allie because she's kind of going off on her own kind of a mission at the end of this book, so I don't know, but I'm interested to carry on with it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much where I'm at with that. So I think I'm gonna also go to the library today, so I might take you with me there. I go there a lot because it's awesome and they have so many good books. So yeah, I think I might take you to the library and I'll update you when I have something else when I get back from the library. Figured while I'm sitting here, I might as well show you guys my new library haul. So we got Amari and the Night Brothers, which I actually already started on audio, but the audiobook was like, I don't know, it wasn't as great as everybody was making it out to be. So we're gonna try it in physical form. This cover is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm just in a middle grade mood. So this library haul might really mess up my TBR, but whatever, we're doing it. I also got The Girls I've Been, which I don't really know much about, but I thought I saw somebody talking about it recently. But it looks really cool. I think it's about a girl who like robs a bank or something like that. I don't know. She sounds shady and I'm here for it, so we're gonna try it. And I also got The Second Best Haunted Hotel on Mercer Street, which just looks super cute. Honestly, I just want to read like all of the ghost books, so yeah, that's what we got. I also got a cookbook because I really need to start cooking again because I haven't been. I've just been eating like Buffalo Wild Wings, which is, you know, good, but not, you know, really the best for you. I think it's the pictures that got me, to be honest. But I saw some pasta in here that looks so good. Yeah. Chicken enchiladas. This pasta, this baked ziti with sausage. Oh my gosh. I might have to make that like tomorrow. But who knows, we'll see. Hi, I'm back with a reading update. So I'm about 100 pages into Amari and the Night Brothers now, and I'm actually enjoying it so far. I started the audiobook like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and I got like 50 pages in on the audiobook, and I just wasn't really feeling it. I felt like the narrator just wasn't working for me. So I like the physical format a lot better. And there's these really cute little illustrations at the beginning of the chapters, which is cool. And there's parts where like the font is different. So I think the physical format is definitely the way to go with this one. And so this is a middle grade urban fantasy, which is really cool. I haven't read a lot of middle grade yet, but I like what I have read. I've read Lockwood & Co., Everlost, and The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding, and I've really liked all of those. So I'm trying to get more into middle grade. But this one is about this girl, Amari, this is her, and she is living in the projects, and she has an older brother named Quentin, and he recently went missing, and a lot of people think that he's dead, but she really doesn't believe that. So she is trying to figure out what happened to him, but nobody has any idea where he is. So apparently he had some kind of like secret job that he was doing, and so she thinks that maybe his job has something to do with it. So she kind of goes on the journey to figure out what happened to him, and turns out that some magical things are going on. So I don't want to spoil anything, but you can kind of see on the cover there's some magical elements going on there. But I would say if you liked like Harry Potter or Crescent City, then maybe check out Amari and the Night Brothers if you want to get into middle grade, because there's a lot of different magical creatures that we have. So far there's witches, and there's all kinds of different like people who have powers. So there's one lady who's like part Atlantean, and there's magicians, and then there's a girl who Amari is friends with, and her name's Elsie. She's really cute, and she's a were-dragon, so she's like kind of like a werewolf dragon, which is kind of cool. So I like that so far. The only thing I'm not really sure about is that there's like the supernatural world and the human world, and Amari is just kind of discovering this supernatural world that her brother was a part of. And so she doesn't really know about all the magic stuff yet, but all the magical people in the world seem to already know who she is, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because like she's been living in the human world this whole time, so why would they like know her? Like they know that she's like related to Quentin, but I don't know, the logic there is not like making a ton of sense to me, and I'm kind of hoping that that's explained a little more. But all the adults are kind of like, oh, it's Amari, and she's like, I don't know what's happening. So that's kind of interesting. But I know this is a debut novel, which is pretty cool. So I don't know, we'll see. I like it so far. The magic is really cool. And the other magical kids are really cool too. Like I mentioned, Elsie, her little friend. But I'm interested to see kind of where it goes. And I think this is also supposed to be a series. So I'm not sure how many books there's gonna be, if it's gonna be a trilogy or like a 6-book series or what, but interested to continue on. I will update you when I've got more to say. I'm only like 100 pages in, so maybe I'll update at like 250 pages or something like that. So yeah, bye. Hi, I'm back with another reading update. So I've been reading more of Amari and the Night Brothers, and I think I'm like 280 pages in now, and it's really good. There's so much fun stuff in here. There's a bunch of magical creatures. There's Sasquatch in here, and there's leprechauns and boogie people. So basically like the boogeyman, but there's boogeymen and boogie women, which is just super cute. And Amari is kind of growing on me. I really like her as a character. She's really feisty, and she's kind of like struggling to fit in this magical society, but she's really doing her best and trying to find out about her brother's disappearance and stuff like that. She's also going through magical trials right now, which are really fun. I don't want to spoil anything, but those are really interesting. And she's been getting to know some of the other kids who are trying out to be special agents like she is. And some of them kind of have their own secrets, which is cool. So I'm really liking it so far. I'm not sure if it's going to be 4 stars or 5 stars, but I will let you know when I finish it. I also started the audiobook for Lost in the Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas, and the beginning was really good, but now that I'm starting to get like into the middle of it more, it's okay. I don't super love it. It kind of has some of that YA, like unnecessary drama, I guess. But the writing style kind of reminds me of Legendborn, so if you liked that, then you might like this one. I didn't read Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, so I'm not really sure how they compare, but I might check that out from the library. I know they have it, so we'll see. I will update you more when I have more. Bye! Alright, I'm back with my final update for this vlog. So I've been reading a little bit more of Lost in the Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas, and apparently it's a Peter Pan retelling. And we followed this girl named Wendy who went missing for a few years in the woods along with her 2 little brothers. And she has no memory of what happened, and she was found in the woods later and she was okay, but she doesn't know what happened to her brothers, and now some things from her past are starting to kind of resurface when this new guy appears in town. So I don't know, I don't super love this book. I know I kind of mentioned that before. I like the characters. I think that Wendy's cool and her best friend Jordan is also really cool. And I like that it's set in Oregon. That's pretty rad, but we don't really get to see a lot of the Oregon setting other than like there's a lot of trees. But I think the Peter Pan idea is really cool. But I heard some other people say that Aiden Thomas wrote Lost in the Neverwoods before he wrote Cemetery Boys, and so I think that's showing a lot with the writing. The writing feels a little bit stiff to me. Like a lot of the descriptions of the characters are kind of just like physical descriptions, like, oh, this person has like this color hair and like this color shirt on. So I don't think I'm going to finish that one in this vlog. I think I'm going to put it down for now. But I do want to finish it later on because I do like the characters. But I'm definitely a mood reader, so if I'm not in the mood for it, I'm going to go read something else because I'm in college and I'm an English major, so I already have to read a bunch of stuff I don't want to read. So I like to read, you know, things that are making me happy outside of class. And I also finished Amari and the Night Brothers, and I'm going to give it 5 stars. It was really fun and really cute, and I just love the world. I think it's so imaginative. I like all the different species in that story. It's just fun. It's a good time. It's got lots of magic, and I like that it's middle grade. That age of characters is just really fun to follow. There's not so much like useless drama, I guess, because they're not teenagers yet. But yeah, I really liked that one. I'm interested to see where the series goes. I'm kind of bummed I have to wait like a whole nother year for the next book, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, that's where I'm at. I had a pretty good bunch of books that I read in this vlog. Everlost was really good. Amari and the Night Brothers was really good. Lost in the Neverwoods was not as good, but that's okay. That's cool. I don't know. I've noticed when I read arcs like that, for some reason I tend to not like arcs very much, which is really disappointing because I'm always like, oh yeah, I got a new book, woo. But I don't know. A lot of the arcs lately have not been it. You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully I'll have some new videos up soon. I have another vlog that's in the works right now. Thanks so much for watching, and bye!